Oh, good evening again. This is part two of my tiny house workshop in Catskills of New York State. And right now I'm inside of a yurt. Now, I stayed at a yurt years ago in New Hampshire during the very humid summer up in the White Mountains, and I didn't care for it too much. It felt very clammy, and I mean a warm clammy, and you could have that smell of that plastic. But this isn't bad. As I was saying to myself, I kind of like the idea of a yurt, but that camping experience many years ago kind of turned me off on it. So now, anyways, just a little kind of like a look-see. I'm not sure how big this yurt is. I want to say maybe it's a 21 footer. Okay. So anyways, let's go right from the outside. All right. Now, the man who runs the workshop asked everybody to take their shoes off before they go inside because, the place can get very dirty very easily. Small places can get dirty quickly. So there are my hiking boots. There's a lovely Catskill Mountains, and then that way, that must be west because that's where the sun is setting. And, it's really a beautiful area. It's too bad they have a lousy governor. Okay. And this is kind of like a little front porch area. It seems like a yurt. If you have one of these tiny houses, it seems like it's mandatory to have some kind of porch area because it adds to the living space, especially in the warmer months. And this here we have what is called the Great Lakes Yurt. And it's got regular windows on it. So it's got regular windows that have been put onto it. And, it's got a fabric frame, all right? It's all been sealed. Okay, this looks like some kind of plastic board. Let's step inside into the yurt, or as the Mongolians would call it, the ger. Lovely hardwood floor. Okay, there's something really appealing about the yurt. I guess. Oh, hey, you know what? Oh, look at this. The Complete Yurt Handbook. I had that many years ago when I had thousands of books. Okay, so this is kind of like the couch. Well, this here is actually a futon. All right, and I can see what appears to be some kind of cable setup. It looks like that's the Wi-Fi, right? There's a nice little wood stove. The other cabin had a tiny, like potbelly stove. This here is more of a modern glass front. We got some, coffee sacks over here for some reason. I'm not sure what. Must be for carrying or hauling wood. Oh, looks like somebody had a TV in here. And you can see from the construction that the interior, it looks like this has been reinforced. This has been reinforced with hurricane bolts, if I'm not mistaken, with these, braces. All right, because normally you wouldn't, you might not have these. It would just be, the lattice work itself. All right. Okay, and then here we have our little kitchen area. Oh, and look at this. We got an extension here. Okay, that locks in place, just like the the breakfast nook table. All right, I'm just going to unlock it. We got some Danish modern seats. Okay. And then coming around the corner here, oh, we got some kind of charger here. I think this is a solar battery charger or something. Okay, oh, and there's a mirror. Okay, oh, and we got our infamous composting toilet. Okay, and I can hear it run. All right, there's a little pump in there that creates a airflow. And there's some organic matter that you can toss in when you use it. Okay, and like I said, with a composting toilet, men will have to sit down or pee elsewhere. You can't mix the poo and the pee together in a composting toilet. The composting toilet just, it just composts the solid matter, so paper and waste. And and here we got our galvanized shower, right? Which I'll try that out in the morning. Okay, so anyways, again, I kind of like this. This thing is kind of neat. And again, we have the infamous French doors to French or farm doors that slide. Right? There are no doors except for the main edifice, which swing out. Okay, and let's see. Oh, we got the loft. Okay, I'm gonna climb up into that. Oh, I can see that this locks on, which is good. Okay. Oh, got a little coffee maker up here. Oh, and there's the dome skylight. I can see there's a light switch here that would turn off the light. So once you got up there, you could just flip it over. I kind of like the idea that there's a little bit of a railing here. Like I said, if there were kids around, that might be a deal breaker. You know, kids can be kind of funny. And then we got here. Oh, we got some speakers. So if anybody wanted to, you know, probably connect up to the Wi-Fi, which I will later on. I'm not going to climb all the way up there, because I think you get the idea from the other one what a sleeping loft is like. But this one here, I definitely like. It looks like there's more water available here as well. Okay. So again, that's all for now. Okay. And I'm not sure what kind of now that you think about it, I'm not sure what kind of construction techniques you could use in this, other than making the floor. You know, the floor seems to be really well made, and you would need to have some skills to do that. I'm definitely going to ask about the floor tomorrow, because I noticed that the porch, you know, you can't see that it has a wood floor like this. So I'd like to know, like, you know, especially if it rains or you have melting snow, will the snow percolate underneath into the floor? You know, it's a legitimate question. But I'll find out more tomorrow, okay? So that's all for now. This is part 2.